there's some aspen trees right there. They're just now blooming. And in a few months they'll turn yellow. Have to come back down here, get a picture of aspen. Let's go see this mysterious campground that they're supposed to be remodeling so they don't let nobody in. Okay. Dump station, okay. Amphitheater trash disposal air station. Okay. Medano Pass Primitive Road, horse trailer parking. Okay. Pinon Flats Campground. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be closed down. I already see a teardrop over there. Bears frequent the area. Unattended food coolers or trash will result in a fine. Pinon Flats. Okay. Let's see. Amphitheater. It does look like a nice place though, but they're gonna want top dollar for it too. I think it's $20. Camper store right there. It's pretty small. Okay, let's see. Loop 2. Let's go that way. Site's 4588. Gathering wood is prohibited. Look, there's somebody else camping there too. I guess if they would have made their reservations a long time ago, then it would have been okay. These are kind of close together, but they're all right. None of the sites have electricity. I think this is what they call the tent sites, where you just park here and go up there and put up your tent. There's a restroom, and they have a water fountain at the restrooms too. That's pretty cool. I'm not mad or anything, just disappointed that I didn't get to stay here because, you know, they make it so hard to get a place. You know, they say, well, you have to do it online, but you know, somebody at the office could get you a site on here, you know. It's not that hard. They could make some money. I mean, every other place does it. Of course, this is a national park, not a state park, so. Look, there's even an Airstream parked here. And look at all of them. You get all this good view of the dunes and stuff. See? You can wake up in the morning to that right there, man. Then say, let's go surfing or sledding or whatever they call it. Some of them had some pretty good size, whatchamacallit boards. I don't know what they call the boards. Knee boards. This is definitely a nicer one. $20? $20 is pushing the limits, but you know, that, for the people that want to stay 5 or 6 nights, that's pushing it. But for a night or two, it'd be all right. Okay, that was one loop. Let's go check out another one. I don't know why my phone keeps going out of focus, man. I don't know if that was an update or what, but it's really bugging me. I need to go through all the settings and see. Let's see. This is group reservation only tent loop 3 campsite AC. Okay. Go check this one out. I guess I could Google it and see. Why does it keep going blurry, you know? Because I thought it was a good video driving. And it was about how to find national forest roads and go camping on them. And then I didn't pay attention to the video part of it, and so when I went down the first road, it got all blurry, and it stayed blurry until I found the second road. And then I noticed it, and then I touched something on the screen, and I said, well, there, it's back in focus now, you know. I thought it was a good video. I don't know, I might just release it anyway. Maybe I'll upload it and see how unbearable it is, you know, and if people want to see how to do it, they can watch it anyway. These are nice sites here, and they got the good kind of trash cans that the bears can't get in. They said the bears were active here, so. Some chipmunks. Chipmunks. Can't say it real fast. Chipmunks. Okay, so this is a pretty good area, and I'll show you on the way back down where the little camp store is. Which they're gonna probably have some high school kid in there selling firewood and stuff. Here it is, right here. It's not very big, but they sell Cokes and stuff, so they'll get business, especially in the summertime. Okay, so that's that. I'm glad to show you guys some of this campground because they've been doing improvements to it, and supposedly a lot of it's closed off. But you know, look at this view you get right off the bat. Heck, you could probably just park, or you don't even have to drive over there. You can just walk. You can just walk over there to the dunes. Let's go down this part right here. Overnight parking by permit only, huh? Okay. Where do you get those permits? Probably at that store that's closed early. Let's see what this says. Medano Pass Primitive Road, you need a 4-wheel drive, yeah. But that's kind of cool. That's what they call That's what they call the creek. Whenever all the water starts running and stuff, they call it Medano Creek. And it's a, whatchamacallit, a fan favorite. A lot of people bring their kids out here and stuff. They go play around in the creek. You know, it doesn't get very deep and stuff, but go roll around over there and then play in the creek and then come home. That sounds like fun. What does that say? It says, shovel manure into your trailer before and after you ride. But very cool. Well, I guess it is a good walk if you parked at the campsite. It would be a heck of a walk, but you know, not everybody's old and frail like me, so you guys make up your mind. If I planned on coming here, I would have made sure that I got a place to camp, you know, that's real nice like that. Or stayed somewhere. But the problem with me is I'm always doing things spur of the moment, so this place is bad for spur of the moment stuff, you know. So I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Excuse me. Slow down. I think it's only 20, 30 miles an hour through here. Which makes sense because there's a lot of animals and people walking around and stuff, so just be careful, guys. It's kind of strange how all of a sudden this valley opens up and then it's just wide open. Nothing's totally green yet. I wonder if all this turns green later on. If you didn't know the history of this area, this is called the San Luis Valley. They call it SLV for short, the people that live here. And there's a lot of nice views and stuff, a lot of cool places to go. They do have wildlife management areas and stuff like that. But the thing that you have to watch out is don't sit there and if somebody's trying to sell land and stuff, check it out. Always know all the details about buying land. This place has been like on the, not the list, but they've been known to have scams in this area. They'll say 5 acres for dirt cheap and this and that, but they don't tell you there's no water. All there is scrub brush, you know, and then you do get a view of the mountains and stuff. But you have to really, you know, some people bought it sight unseen and they go, well, let's go see our land, and they get there and and they can't even get to it, you know. So always, if you're going to buy land and check it out, go check it out in person. You go make sure that the land is accessible by a road, you know, or a series of roads that goes back to the main road, and what do you have to do to get water, all that stuff, you know. I think they're real strict on their water and mineral rights also here. I think in Colorado, you have to go through something to even collect rainwater, you know, so check out everything. And I don't know if they allow you to buy a piece of land and let you put like an RV or something on it, you know. They might let you for like some months, I don't know. It's just another thing that you have to check out. But just because it's, you know, a big chunk of land, there might be a lot of drawbacks. So always use caution when you're making a land purchase like that. I'm just speaking out of my heart because the times that I've come here, this is probably what, third or fourth time I've been out here in this area. I've always thought that this area is pretty cool. Then I did a lot of studying and joined groups and stuff. And come to find out that the San Luis Valley gets like extremely cold and stuff real fast too. So it's really hard to set up a garden and stuff unless you have a greenhouse. But you could only grow things for a couple months here, you know, unless you have a greenhouse. Keep everything warm. And then there's the problem with water. I'm sure there's people that haul water to you for a price, like in Arizona. And then, what's the other? Oh, a lot of it, there's like, a lot of the stuff out here is totally off grid. There's no cell service or nothing, you know. So watch out. Really, really, really check it out before you buy out here. Other than that, I think the place is great, man. Yeah, looking at my phone signal, I have 2 bars, and that's on T-Mobile. Anyhow, we're gonna go through Alamosa, see what they got. We're gonna end this one. We'll catch you on the flip flop.